happy at home. On the 14th floor where the bathroom door don't lock. So happy we don't gotta worry about the cops. We could all get arrested for this, but when the bodies mix, I don't give a shit tonight. Alright. Now she walks in the bedroom fast, despite all the noise from the crowd. Now she's bedless on the bathroom sink. Her mother would be so proud. Gets on a deed and there's a line to go pee, but the bathroom looks like a war zone.
Welcome in to episode 193 of Fire to Sports. Check us out at firetosports.com. I'm Mike Gilletto. Joining me as always, Dom Conslow. What's going on, man?
Yo, what's going on?
Not much. I've a bone to pick with society, right? Maybe not society; it's a little harsh, but a big pet peeve of mine.
Okay.
And this might not be as big a deal to you because like you live in the city and you've lived there your whole life, so you're used to like noise. But every night at like 9 o'clock, which is a crazy time on a weekday, outside my house, I hear Mr. Softy truck blaring his loud music at 9 o'clock at night. Isn't that a little late for Mr. Softy?
Well, yeah, that's a different issue though.
Yes,
but like, what are you sleeping at 9 o'clock?
no, but like
Every other night of the week?
it didn't do it tonight. But like, if the kids hear it, it gets the kids all riled up, and it's like I'm trying to put them all to sleep.
Okay, that's fair enough. Is that why you hate it, or just
Yes.
the noise? Oh, okay, I thought you meant the noise.
No, not the noise. No, not the noise.
I was just saying, even in like you growing up in Jersey, like it's you had Mr. Softy, like it's not like
No.
you know,
The noise I'm fine with. Yeah, the noise itself I'm fine with.
Okay.
You know,
I
I'm
thought you
trying
were
to put the
complaining
kids
about the
to
noise.
bed. No, I'm trying to put the kids to bed. Although, speaking of which, I mean, this is completely off topic, but like you talk about noise, and I don't want to be like, I'm not the fun police, and obviously like fireworks is a part of Memorial Day weekend celebration, and
Is it
4th of
though?
July. We heard some. There were some things going on.
No, I'm not doubting that you have heard some. I'm just doubting the fact that like should people really be?
And this might be like old man yells at cloud take. If it's like later than 10 o'clock, I don't want to hear your fireworks.
Oh, I think like 8:30. Like
Okay, I was do that. Maybe I was probably a little conservative.
maybe I'll give you like 10 minutes after the sun goes down, and then after that, just go to bed.
Dude,
That's enough.
there was a couple years ago where I was literally like up either watching TV or playing video games, whatever, at like 12:30 in the morning, like after midnight, and I heard fireworks going off. I'm like, you have to be a special kind of jackass.
When was that?
It was a couple years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, for
Like
4th
during,
of July.
like-
I think.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I think it was 4th of July, either the day before or the day of. But it's like 10:30 at night, or no, it was like 12:30 at night. So this can't happen.
Okay, so being in the suburbs, how about after midnight on New Year's Eve? Like
New Year's Eve, New Year's different.
No, but I'm saying, but do you hear them in Jersey
Yeah,
like after midnight?
yeah.
How long?
Not far after.
Okay,
But they might stop at 12:15, 12:20.
because it goes till like 1,
Yeah, it's too
1:30.
No,
And it's just like at this point, like I don't know, man. Like you've been partying probably since 8 o'clock. Like it's all right. You know, I'll give you a half hour. Honestly, I'll give you till 12:30. After that, cops called. Like
yeah,
move
like
it. Like go to bed.
and maybe when we were younger we didn't care, but like you got
Well,
kids trying to sleep
right,
and all that
and, like,
shit.
And especially being in the city, like these people, like there's firecrackers and fireworks and noisemakers and people screaming and like I get it, it's fun for like 10 minutes, but like pack it up, go home. Like I got to get up early the next day. I'm
Right,
afraid.
yeah.
Like
You
I got a
yeah.
kid. That, I don't even care about that. Like I could probably sleep through it, but it's like I got a kid that like, you know,
She's
I can't
like-
just like stuff
Right.
away. Like
No.
she sleeps next to a window where firecrackers are like
Yeah.
being shot off in the backyard.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you got to spend, she gets up, you got to spend the next hour and a half trying to put her back to sleep. It's after like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, shut it off.
I mean, I'm pretty like anti-firework to begin with.
I am as well for the most
Like,
part.
like Disney World, we'll see them once, and yeah, I'm good.
Sure, yeah.
Like,
When
than
you've
that,
seen one firework display, you've seen them all.
yeah,
It's kind of
Yeah.
where I'm at.
I'm with you.
You know, I'll see them once or twice a year at the 4th of July's kind of thing, but other than that, I'm out on fireworks.
So we're gonna rebrand Fired Up Anti-Firework Podcast.
Yes.
Okay.
I like that idea. I also don't get like the gist of like lighting them yourself. Like the other day, like you know,
It's how you die.
people well that, but like I don't get what enjoyment you get from just lighting it up and just saying,
Right.
"Oh, cool, awesome." It's lights. Like I don't know. I don't get the enjoyment of lighting them
Fire.
up, but it's like light. It's right across from my house. It's like my neighbors. You know, I don't know, 2 streets up or whatever. I'm like, stop with the fireworks.
And they have to be expensive, right?
I'm sure they are for I don't know, 12 seconds of enjoyment.
Right.
That's what she said.
I was gonna say it sounds like me for every Friday night. So.
Yeah, yes.
Well, my wife actually.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, pro Mr. Softy, anti Mr. Softy after 9 o'clock is what I gather.
Yes.
Okay.
Although I'm not really. I don't know that I'm pro Mr. Softy. I
fuck with it. I fuck with
fine.
Softy.
It's fine.
Yeah. So the other night, so I got a couple of water ice spots I go to around here in the city.
Yep.
And the other night, I was like, asking my wife, I was like, you want to get water ice? And she was like, eh. And I was like, I think I'm going to get water ice. She's like, you can't get water ice without me. And I was like, well, you don't want it. So I finally bullied her into getting it.
Okay.
So it's like 9 o'clock at this point. And most of the places right now, probably until because a lot of high school kids work there. So once the summer starts, like the official summer, the hours will be longer. Like they'll
Sure.
close at 10 o'clock instead of 9:30.
Yep.
And there's a couple spots that close at 9:30, and I was like, it was like 9:05. I was like, perfect. There's gonna be. It was cold. It was rainy, and I was like, late. Not gonna be a lot of people. I get dressed. I get in the car. I drive around. Everywhere's closed. But before I get dressed, Mr. Softy comes up the street, and my wife was like, "Why don't you just get Mr. Softy?" I'm like, "Why? I just want water ice. I don't really want soft serve ice cream. I just want water ice."
They don't sell. They don't sell that, do they, Mr. Softy?
No, not
Yeah,
water ice. No.
No, it's just like soft serve ice cream and like those like bar thing, like the ones on a stick.
I don't even know that Mr. Softy does that.
I thought they did. Did they not?
The regular ice cream trucks do that.
Okay. Maybe
I
I'm
just
not
tell
thinking
from
of
my
it.
frame, I'm a professional of ice cream trucks.
Fair enough.
Mr. Softy is more like the soft serve, like
Milkshakes. And
milkshakes and ice cream cones and sundaes and stuff. Where like the regular ice cream truck is like just like the bar on the stick.
Yeah. All right.
But I hear the truck come up. I'm like, no, I'd rather have water ice. I bullied her into getting water ice. I get in the car. I drive around to 3 different places, all closed early because I guess it just wasn't. I worked at a water ice place in high school. Like we closed early on nights that were like cold and rainy, and so I didn't get anything that night. Because they were all
Really? I
closed.
wonder if that's like a Philly thing. Like I don't know that I've ever gone to a water ice or ice cream place that was closed because like it was just like closed before they actually closed. I don't know that I've ever seen that here.
Oh, I'm sure it's happened. Just probably never happened to you.
Probably. That's probably true.
Like I mean, it didn't happen regularly where I worked. Like it was.
What's
once
your
or
What's your
twice.
go-to water ice flavor? Now I'm curious.
Depends what mood I'm in. I mean, really,
That's a fair-
honestly, if
fair.
I'm in the mood for a gelati, I like gelatis a lot. Ice
They're
cream water
pretty
ice
good. They're pretty
combo.
good.
I like chocolate water ice, vanilla ice cream. Sometimes I'll do chocolate. I like mango and vanilla. I like just regular mango water ice. I like pineapple water ice. I like lemon. I worked at Arita's in high school, and I used to do. So somebody did vanilla with lemon water ice gelati. I was like, that doesn't really sound that good. And then I tried. I was like, oh, that's actually pretty good.
I'll do like I haven't done it in a while because as I gotten older, I like the sour taste less and less. But
Sure.
like I used to do like a green apple vanilla. It was unreal.
Okay.
Unreal.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Or
like
or
all the
like
basics.
or like an orange vanilla. Do a little creamsicle action.
Yeah. You should try the lemon vanilla. It's really good.
Lemon vanilla. I'll give it a shot.
If you like
I had
lemon.
I do like lemon. Although I don't know that I've ever had lemon water ice.
Really?
I'm sure. You know what? I'm sure I have.
Most of them have like the pieces in them.
Yeah, I'm sure I
Um,
have.
Yeah, I don't like cherry though. Like I'm not a cherry water ice guy.
I like cherry. I fuck with cherry.
Yeah.
I fuck with
Not a
cherry.
big cherry guy.
Are you a root beer? Root beer is good. Root beer water ice is
I like
good.
root beer soda. I don't like the
Root beer water ice. No.
yeah. It's weird. It's weird. I don't like anything banana flavored except real bananas. Like that's the only banana I could eat. Like I don't like banana
Okay.
flavored like water ice or like banana flavored ice cream or like the like overly like processed like made in
Yeah,
lab like
I think that's
banana.
fair.
And the kind of same way with like root beer. Like I'm just not.
A lot of people are like that with like watermelon. Like they'll like actually watermelons,
Yeah.
but like not watermelon.
But that's like
flavored.
strawberries too. Like strawberry. I like strawberry flavored things, but like it doesn't really taste like real strawberries.
No, definitely not.
So weird. I don't like strawberry. I love strawberries and I love strawberry flavored things except strawberry water ice. I don't like strawberry water ice.
Are you in or out on Polish water ice?
I've had it a few times. I like it
It's
on the
good.
boardwalk.
It's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. That could be all the water ice and ice cream talk we have tonight.
Yes.
I had espresso ice cream tonight. It was delicious.
Okay. I
Um,
could talk about water ice and ice cream all night, so we should probably end it there.
All right, sounds good. We will end it there. So we missed last week's show, and that was kind of fresh off the news of the Jose Alvarado suspension coming down. The team hasn't really kind of missed a beat since that happened. Now, granted, the teams they played haven't been that good, but you play who's on the schedule, you win some games. They're, I think, still first place in the NL East.
1.5, I think. Up on the
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously way too early to like, you look at standings and everything, but
next. Sure.
you know, I think we're all paying attention to kind of where they fit and how they've been playing. Either way, like we've been talking about them needing a reliever at the trade deadline, and I think losing Jose Alvarado kind of, you know, makes the pressure even that much more on Dombrowski to do something there.
Yeah. I mean, I think he probably needed 1 or 2 more arms in the bullpen at the least.
Right,
now
because
he's
he
probably at 2 to
because
3.
he is suspended for 80 games and is ineligible for the playoffs.
Right.
You
And
got to get him run for the playoffs.
so what's that? August? That he'll come back.
Yeah, probably about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it 2 ways, right? Like either he was taking a weight loss drug, and I think more has come out since that day, at least, you know, speculation.
Mhm.
One of 2 things happened. Either he takes a weight loss drug and just really didn't know what was on there, because I think they don't. I don't know if adding testosterone really is like banned. But
I'm sure
like,
there's something. It was probably again
a lot of weight loss drugs have testosterone.
Right, exactly. That's probably right.
And that's probably what came up. You know, the drug is probably not on the banned substance list, so he probably said, "Okay, I could probably take this." Philly said, "You could take this," and then
Although, like my
but
issue
they
is
just didn't realize that it probably added
Yeah.
testosterone. You know, was a testosterone booster.
my issue is, and it happens every single time one of these happen, is like knowing that there is a banned substance list, even if you're not sure or you don't think it's in there. You work for professional sports teams, trainers, all that stuff. Ask him, hey, I want to take this. You know, is this good? Is this okay for me to take? Like, look to somebody to give you an answer.
Or either I think that happened, or he just knew what he was doing and he took it. Either way, he's at fault.
Right.
He's got to pay the repercussions. You know.
Yep. Yeah, sure. And it fucks
No.
the Phillies in the process.
Yep.
Because
Because now you and like good left-handed bullpen arms don't just fall off trees.
right.
And like they have Banks, who is fine, and like Sham, who is struggling a little bit this year, but like you kind of trust him a little bit. But like you had a guy that throws 100, you know,
Yep.
left-handed that was really good this year, and it's a shame.
Yeah, and you already don't really have that many high leverage guys. Like I know they hoped Romano could be that, and he seems like a ticking time bomb. He seems like he's finally starting to get it together, and then he blows up again. Like it just.
Yeah.
He's not a guy you can trust, and like what back end high relief or high stress guy do you have in the bullpen? You really don't have one.
No,
that you
not
that
right
you
now.
can trust every time it's out there. Not that you could trust Alvarado every time, but
I mean,
he was probably
I think
the most.
I do
high
think
leverage guy.
Romano's like getting there. I know he had the bad outing in Sacramento, but like everybody has a bad outing here and there.
Sure.
The 9 or 10 outings before that, I don't think he gave up an earned run. He looks really good tonight.
Yeah. Yep.
So it just could just be that one bad night. But I do think they're getting more comfortable with him. It seems like. And they're just going to use, they're going to continue to do that thing where they just use their best guy,
Sure.
whoever that is that day or that week or that month in the high leverage situation. So if Acuna, who hits second for them, Riley and Ozuna are due up in the eighth, you're probably going to use your best eighth inning guy,
Sure. Yeah.
and there it is.
It's a nice. It's always nice beating the Braves. The question I have is, how did a Brave not get a ball to the temple tonight after Harper got hit?
Yeah.
Like it's just I don't know. You can't. And I don't even think Strider meant to do it, but
No.
you have to show that we're not going to tolerate our star player getting thrown out.
So I have two theory. Well, I have a theory. Really, one theory.
Okay.
I just don't think I think they really want Ranger to go tonight, and I don't think they want it to risk
Him getting
tossed, or if somehow the bench is clear and he just gets caught up in, a cleat to the arm or something. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think they really wanted to test the bullpen tonight against a team that's, trying to start to make a turnaround. And with Acuna back, I really think that's the big reason why they probably were just like, you know what, it was an accident. I don't agree with it. I think they should have. I said in the text message. I think when we were texting. I think the first ball to Albies should go right to the ear,
Yep.
to set a tone. But you know what? It's 2025. The game is not played that way anymore, unfortunately. But hey, they got to win. Bryce Harper's okay.
Yep. Yep. And I don't think they're going to do it tomorrow either because Wheeler's on the mound. I doubt Wheeler's doing
and they
it.
use Romano tonight. They use Strom. It's. Unless they just decide to first pitch of the game, just at his back, upper arm back, to Acuna, just to say, you know what, we remember what happened last night. This is, these are the repercussions, and they just get a warning.
Is there a more unlikable player than Spencer Strider? I don't know that there is.
Alonso?
Is there a more unlikable pitcher than Spencer Strider?
He might not be more unlikable. You know what? I'm drawing a blank on his name. The guy who went from the Yankees to the Brewers.
Oh, are you talking Nestor Cortez?
Yes.
He is, honestly, I might give he's just a dork.
Because at least Strider's good.
Yes. Yeah, Cortez. He did go to the Brewers, right?
Yeah,
he always does those weird ass fake wind ups, and that's probably it. He probably is more unlikable.
Yeah,
but Strider just has just a punchable face. They do both have
I agree.
dumbass mustaches, so it must be a mustache thing.
Yeah, I know a few people with a mustache that I don't like. So
there you go.
So, yeah.
Common denominator. Do you think Harper plays tomorrow? Give him the day off.
I was thinking about that. I wonder how bad because it's bruised. I wonder how bad it is. I think they let him rest tomorrow. I think that what I think happens is tomorrow comes and I think they say it's a rest day.
Yeah.
But really it's just, it's really just we're going to be cautious with it. My question is, why doesn't he wear an elbow guard?
Good question.
Even after the first time this happened.
It must just I don't know. It must just be too uncomfortable. I don't know if
Get used to it.
Or
Get used to it,
get
you
it,
make
but
way too much money and you're way too valuable to this franchise to not protect yourself at all costs. You started using the chin guard after you got hit in the fucking jaw. You mean too much.
Yeah.
And I think he used to wear one.
Did he?
Yeah, like earlier
in his career.
Yeah,
with Washington.
I think he wore it when he first came here too, but the last few years he got rid of it. So
I wonder why. It's got to be
it's got to be a comfort thing.
Yeah, he just doesn't feel like he's doing as well with it on.
Yeah,
because if the results are the same, you wear it.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I do not know. Anything else with the Phillies? I mean, there really hasn't been much. There was one thing I want to talk about, and I'm drawing a blank right now.
I know Nola said today that he didn't expect to be out this long.
I've heard
I'm
like,
going to
maybe
the game
2 more.
Friday. I'm
I've heard,
going
like,
to the
2
game
more
Friday.
weeks.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to the game Friday, and I've gone to a game already this year when they played Colorado, and Taiwan pitched, and he's going to start again. And I've seen him like 6 times. I saw him like 6 times last year. So
I
there's
mean,
that.
listen, he's been fine, I guess.
Yeah, but like I don't want to see him like 10 times in a row.
No, of course not.
You get a 1 in 5 chance, and I get him every single time.
Yeah.
They should throw Taiwan out there tomorrow night. First pitch, Acuna, right to the jaw. Second pitch, right to Riley in the kneecap, and then they rush the field. All right, I'm not gonna wish ill.
No, keep
ill will
going.
on anybody. No. They throw him out, and he's suspended for 3 games.
Who Walker?
Yeah, so that way I could watch McAble pitch.
Yeah. You couldn't.
Wishful thinking.
You also just missed Luzardo too.
Yeah, what's he, Thursday?
Saturday.
Fuck me. Who's before Taiwan?
Sanchez.
Okay, so it's Wheeler, Sanchez. I'm so mixed up because I keep thinking today's Monday.
It is not.
Factually, it is not.
A common mistake, but it is not.
So, yeah, I think that's it. That's all I can think of.
You get to see, and this is kind of the conversation I've heard a little bit recently. You get to see Rhys Hoskins on Friday.
Yeah, might be a Philly by then.
No, he's not.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
This team might have needs, but like I don't know the Rhys Hoskins. Well, where do you put him?
No, I agree. I just was running with the joke.
Yeah, I've seen it a lot of places, and I don't know where it started or why it started, but
because Harper said in the offseason he would move back to the outfield if they got a guy that was
they got a star first baseman,
right? And stupid people in this city think that is Rhys Hoskins,
right?
And it's
exactly.
not.
No, it's not.
Rhys is a great guy. He's a nice player. He's not somebody you move Bryce Harper off of first base.
No, you get Freddie Freeman. All right, Bryce going right field.
Freddie Freeman. You get honestly, dude. Like you get like Josh Naylor, which is
or
not
even if you get the
bad,
dude
but,
from
like,
Kansas City, Pasquantino or whatever the fuck his name is. He's a damn good player.
I think Bryce is probably a better choice at first base.
Yeah.
But like, if you go
Big
get a
options.
power right-handed first baseman, I mean, sure, but that's just not Rhys.
No.
Not this year.
No. And they have other needs than trading for Rhys Hoskins.
It's yes, and it's also a very like big downgrade defensively.
Yes.
If he was very good defensively and like gave you what you expect from him offensively, hit 240, gives you 30 homers, 90 RBIs, whatever it is, 85 RBIs. Yeah, okay, I could get behind it a little bit. But he gives you below average defense. He actually gives you bad defense.
Right. And then if you do that, you move Harper to right field, Castellanos to left field. What do you do with Kepler?
Right. He's got to go to center, and he's probably not a center fielder. So
No.
Yeah.
There's other moves that need to be made. Like go get a bullpen arm. And I don't think they really will until closer to the deadline, obviously, but that's the move, not Rhys Hoskins.
I still would like a center fielder, but
so I sent in our group chat Cedric Mullins. I'm hearing a little bit on.
yeah, I saw that a couple weeks ago. I'm interested
I
in
just
it.
started hearing about it now.
I'm interested in it.
I love Cedric Mullins.
I like him. He's a nice player. The only thing is if you get Cedric Mullins, Rojas moves to the bench, Marsh potentially either gets traded or goes to the bench. It's just another left-handed bat to replace a left-handed bat. That's the only like negative I see is that it's still the left-handed bat. It's not hard, it's not easy to find center fielders who hit homers that are right-handed. Those are probably only like Luis Robert and who's having a bad year, and like Mike Trout who's never healthy. So like outside of those guys, like who else is going to play center field and hit homers? So like, yeah, I don't know. But I would be in on Mullins. He's fine defensively, and he gives
he's
you a little bit of
probably.
speed.
Who would you say?
A couple 30 plus pulling bags.
Who would you say is a better fielder, Marsh, Rojas? Rojas, right?
Rojas, yeah.
Yeah, I would say he's. I don't think he's probably not as good as Rojas, but he's better than Marsh in the field.
In center field, yeah, probably.
Yes, center
Yeah.
field. Yep.
Yep, I agree.
So, but yeah, I'd be in. I'd be interested. I
Yeah.
like Mullins. It is weird what's happened to that Orioles team because they
It's
have
just a
talent.
bad year. I just question,
They have no
like, why
pitching.
do they not just keep him? Like, he's 30. He's going to be a part of that team. You know, you can give him another
Isn't he-
3-4 years.
Ah.
Was that?
Is he a part of that team? Like they're
Yeah,
a
who else
young
do they
team.
have?
They're still. I mean, they're still learning how to win clearly because they stink this year.
Yeah, but you keep him as a veteran, and he's liked by the fans a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
So I saw a couple days ago too that idea getting floated around, and a lot of Orioles fans were commenting like, "No, we're trying to re-sign him. Like we want him back." So-
And listen, I don't think. I know Mick Abel had one good start, and I don't think he has a ton of trade value. But if you could give up a good prospect or a decent prospect and Mick Abel, and their pitching stinks, like I think they would want pitching. So if you give up Mick
Like-
Abel and I don't know, name whoever for Cedric Mullins, like they
I
probably
think
do
it's
that
a lot. Don't you think it's a lot?
to give up Mick Abel for Cedric Mullins.
Yeah, he's a free agent at the end of the year.
Nah, I don't think it's a lot. Oh, what if you sign him?
Cedric Mullins.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to sign him until I know what he give me. Like I'm familiar with his game, but like I want to see him come here and like
Sure. Yeah.
see what he does first. Like
Sure.
I don't think Mick Abel's gonna be like a number one. Like I don't think he's gonna be an ace, but like
I don't
I
even know
think
if he's
he
number
can get
two.
you good value.
He had. I don't know. He had
Well,
one
that's-
good
that's why
start.
they
He
haven't
had
brought
one
him out,
good.
though.
He what?
So that's why they haven't. It took them so long to bring him up. That's why I don't think they're bringing up Mick Abel and Rincones and who's the third baseman?
Andrew
Otto Kemp?
Aiden Miller. Oh,
No,
Kemp.
Otto Kemp. Like these guys that are having really, really good years in the minors.
Sure.
I think they're stashing them and they're saying, we really want you to get the at bats to keep getting out because we want to trade you guys. Like it's going to be a fleece job. Like they're going to give up Otto Kemp and Otto Kemp's going to like never play in the majors. Like
He's like a 26-year-old. Like
Right.
now's his time.
right, but
Not now, never.
Right. So you trade him.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what I think they're that's why they're trying to do. I think Abel had a bad year last year and he's having this big bounce back and they're just
He hasn't been that great
because
this year.
what's that?
He hasn't been that great this year. And
He's had a really good year.
minors, has he?
Yeah.
Must be better than I think. Because he had one good start. But other than that, I don't think he's done a whole lot.
One good
Down
start
there.
where?
Up here. Like he had
Well,
one
yeah,
good.
he had one start.
No, sure, I understand that. I'm talking about down the minors. I don't think he's been all that great, has he?
I don't know what his numbers are. Just from hearing the chatter, that he's had a pretty good year down there so far.
Not too. Okay, never mind. He's better than I thought so far this year. Last year he was bad.
Yeah, he struggled a lot last year, but it was like the
Um,
transition last year, and
Sure.
this is the year where like, Ben Davis was kind of saying it the other day, like this was the year where it's like, all right, I've had enough of the minors, like, this is where I show it, whether I have it or I don't, and I just think he's going to be a trade piece. I just don't know if I give up. I don't know what Mick Abel's going to be. He might be a number 3 somewhere. He might be an ace. He might be a 5. He might not be any good at all. But I just think what he's showing you right now, you could probably get more than Cedric Mullins.
Okay. I don't know that you. I don't know. I don't know that you could.
Okay.
Just because he's a proven guy, whereas like Mick Abel
what?
hasn't done a thing.
Oh, Mullins, you mean?
Yeah, Mullins, a proven guy.
Yeah, but like I just I don't know.
Like Mick Abel hasn't proven anything. He also has a 2.41 ERA. He's better than I thought he had. So he is having a good year, but he hasn't proved anything in the majors yet. I just think if that comes across as Mick Abel, and I honestly I think you'd have to give up a little more than just Mick Abel. I don't think it's a 1-for-1 trade.
No, yeah, probably not.
Yeah,
Um,
and I think I would do that because like you already have Luzardo, you have Sanchez locked up, Wheeler, Nola locked up. Like where does you have Painter coming up? Like where does Mick Abel even fit?
he doesn't. You trade him.
Right.
You're probably trading him and Ranger, or now with Alvarado going down, you're probably not trading Ranger, but
Right, because I think that's a guy you move into the bullpen.
right. But he's been so good.
He has, yep, he has. But like, and whether you move him to the bullpen now in August, like at the playoff time, he's I think in the bullpen.
Yeah. It's possible.
Because like your 4 starters, I mean Wheeler obviously. I know nobody loves Nola, but Nola obviously. You have
Yeah,
Luzardo,
Sanchez.
who like if he keeps this up is going to be in the running for Cy Young.
I know it's really early to think. Sorry, go ahead.
And then Sanchez. That's
Yeah.
4 right there. Like
I know.
where does Suarez even fit there?
I know it's really early to think, but like I was just thinking, like who starts game 2, and I think it really depends. Like, all right, let's say they win the division, and game 1 is home. Obviously, it's going to be Wheeler no matter
You
what.
can argue it's Luzardo right now.
No, I think it's gonna. I think it's Wheeler. I think
No, I
Wheeler's
agree-
deserved it.
I agree. He definitely deserves it, and it's definitely going to be. I'm just saying, take the name out of it, take the legacy out of it, take everything. Just talking about who's been
Yeah.
the best pitcher for the Phillies this year, it's Luzardo.
I think they're 1 and 2 for Cy Young right now, aren't they?
Is that what it is?
I believe so.
For odds?
Yep. But I was just thinking. I think Wheeler gets game 1. I think, depending on if they win game 1 and they're home for game 2, I think you go. No, I think you go Sanchez, game 2. No, I lied. Nola. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
If they win game 1, I would go Nola game 2. If they lose game 1, I think you have to go Sanchez or Luzardo, game 2.
Yeah. Unless after this this injury when he comes back he's just like he's good. Maybe he's kind of was dealing with something for the last handful.
Yeah,
first couple
that's why it's way too early to talk about this.
Sure,
again.
definitely.
I'm just a fucking weirdo.
For sure. You want to talk about? So I'm looking at the awards right now, on FanDuel. You want to talk about a clear-cut favorite? I don't know that I've ever seen a favorite this strong for AL MVP in a long time.
Judge.
Minus 8,000.
Yeah, he's been stupid.
Dude, he's batting like almost 400.
Yeah,
Like it's stupid.
yeah.
It's ridiculous. The next closest is Bobby Witt at plus 3,000. Whereas the NL MVP is Shohei at minus 190.
Who's second?
Fernando Tatis Jr. plus 750.
Okay.
But like again, the favorite in the NL is minus 190. The favorite in the AL is minus 8,000. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's crazy talk.
Yeah.
Cy Young winner. I mean, there's value taking Luzardo. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's the sixth best odds.
Okay, I heard today that they were 1 and 2.
No. Wheeler's third.
Who's 1?
Paul Skeens.
Okay.
And then 2 is Yoshinobu Yamamoto,
Okay.
who has been really, really good. The Wheeler's third, Logan Webb's fourth, Hunter Green's fifth, and Luzardo's sixth. Plus
Yeah, I don't
18.
like that.
Plus 18. I mean, there's some value there with how good he's been.
No, I think Luzardo should be higher.
Yeah, right.
Hunter Green could soft. I don't know.
Can suck off.
Yeah.
What can he? Never mind. I'm not gonna answer that question.
I think you know the answer to that question.
I do. Yes, I do. I was looking at the AL Rookie of the Year odds too, but I'm not really interested in all that. All right, fair enough. But yeah, those are the odds. I would honestly might put a little sprinkle on Luzardo. I think those are good. Those are good odds.
Mhm.
Plus 1,800. So, all right. Yeah. Anything else, Phillies?
I don't think so.
Well, not a whole lot. Did you take anything away from the schedule release, the NFL schedule release? Anything that caught your eye?
I don't think they have a ton of 1:00 games, right?
No. I mean, out of the 17 games, they play like what 8 on.
5 or 6. I thought it was like 5 or 6 prime time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think something like
They don't
that.
have any back-to-back home games this year.
Yep.
But I think all of the big games, I like. You know how like those nerds like dissect everything.
Sure. Yep.
I think after every like team, I think it was like might have been the Detroit game, the Green Bay game. Like it was a bunch of teams that they played in the playoffs. There's like 10 or 11 days rest in between each.
Yes,
of them.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was it? A week 10 bye?
Was it 10 or 9?
Was it 9? Something like that. Somewhere around there. Those are always good. You know, I know the
9.
bye
Yep,
coming.
9.
I know the bye coming in week 4 or 5 last year, whatever it was. really helped them, and it changed the entire season around. But
Yep. I'm a little
kinda hope that it doesn't.
surprised. I'm a little surprised that they're finished with the Cowboys by week 12. Usually they like to put those division games at the end of the season, but week 12, like that's our second game with the Cowboys.
Yeah, it's weird that you play them week 1 though. Like,
Yeah, I agree. It is strange.
but it's just the
But-
league saying, we want to make the Cowboys somewhat relevant.
Sure,
But it would be fun to like hang the banner in front of Jerry Jones, and
100%.
so I think it's
1,000%. And then you have the Chiefs week 2, Rams week 3, Bucks week 4, Broncos week 5.
that's 5
5
playoff
what?
teams in a row.
Yes, yep. The Giants week 6, the Vikings week 7, the Giants.
playoff
You're
team.
also done with the Giants by week 8.
Okay, and then you play the Washington 2 of the last 3.
Yes. Week 9 is the bye. Week 10 is the Packers. Week 11 is the Lions. Week 12 is the Cowboys. 13 is the Bears. Week 14 is the Chargers. Week 15 the Raiders. Then 16
Dude.
Commanders. Buffalo 17, and then 18 the Commanders again. So you have
How-
16 and 18.
How ass is that they play the Black Friday game?
What game is that? That
That's the
would
Bears.
be the Bears. You don't like the Black Friday?
No.
I'm not like I'm one of the few people that has to work on Black Friday, so like it's kind of annoying to me, but I don't mind it one way or another, I guess.
But you can't watch it if you're working.
Yeah, I'll listen to the radio, but
Yeah, but still, it's not the same as like.
I look at it like if I
Will you get done earlier that day or later? Probably later, right? It's like a usually later day.
it's hit or miss. Some
Yeah.
years are earlier than others. But like I look at it as if I wasn't working and I was able to watch it, like I wouldn't have a problem with it being Friday.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm gonna be off, so like it doesn't,
Right.
But how does it? I guess what are the Flyers gonna do?
It's a
Is
good
there
question. They
usually
usually
home
do play.
It's like a
like
3
a
o'clock.
matinee.
Eagles
Yeah, like a,
too, right?
yeah, yep, 3 o'clock. So I don't know what the NHL will do there.
Yeah.
It's a good question. Because they usually play like the Rangers or like the random ass. I don't know.
Yeah, like
They
Buffalo.
usually have like a matinee game
Yeah,
that Friday.
yeah. It's
That's a good question.
usually it's always like the Rangers or the Sabres.
Yeah, a few years ago they played the Wild that day.
That's a weird one.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I remember that one, but I feel like it's usually like the Rangers. Or you're right, the Sabres or somebody weird. But yeah, it's I don't get into the whole schedule thing, and I don't know, play the games that are on the schedule. That's all.
I mean, I'm cool with like I think it's fun like the day that it comes out and you look at it, you're like, oh great, and then like that's it. But like some people like sit on it for days.
I think it's really like, and I understand the NFL is is in the behemoth league and all that, but like the way they do the schedule release, I think is so corny. Like
What do you
they release like a little bit of information here and there, and they leak stuff, and like there's a whole program about like just put out the schedule. Like stop the theatrics.
Makes money.
I'm sure it does, but
Yeah.
I just release the
I
schedule.
love some of the videos though. Some of the
Some of the
videos
videos are funny.
yeah.
Like the what team had Tyreek Hill getting like arrested, and then they had to delete it? Was it Tennessee?
It might have been, yeah.
Tennessee?
That sounds familiar.
They had
Yeah.
like a cop boat like pulling up to Tyreek Hill,
Yeah.
and I think they like took it down.
What made them think that was a good idea?
To be honest, I don't even know why they took it down, because like didn't he tweet out saying like you guys shouldn't have deleted it? That was hilarious. Like
I have no idea. Yeah.
he enjoyed it.
But like still, like,
Sure.
like I'm not saying it wasn't funny. I'm just saying what intern like posted that video and was like, they probably like lost their internship or job or whatever. Like, who
if you're posting
approved that?
video? You probably work for the team. You're not an intern.
Yeah,
If
probably.
you
but
made
like,
that video.
but still, like, who signed up? Like, so many people have probably have to sign off on that. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's a good question.
yeah.
But yeah, no, some of them are pretty good. Yeah, I got nothing else there. Is there anything you want to talk about tonight? Any hockey or anything?
Yeah, I mean, we could probably get into the Flyers a little bit. I don't think we talked Tocchet, right?
Did we not? Did that happen after we?
I'm pretty sure that was after the last show
After
we
the
did.
2 week show? Okay.
Yeah.
I know it was speculated that they would hire Tocchet. Yeah.
We talked about the speculation of it,
Yes.
but I don't think we talked about the official signing. I love it because everybody hates it.
Okay, I respect that.
I don't know too much about him as like a coach. I know there wasn't a ton of success. I just think that like anything that the Flyers do and everybody's upset about, like I just feel like it's gonna have like the opposite outcome. He may suck, I don't know. But like I just have like a feeling like it's just gonna work out, and like I'm not gonna sit here and say they're gonna fucking go to 3 straight cups like Florida's about to do or whatever. Like obviously there's a lot of pieces that still have to be, that have to fit. But like he also could be a transitional guy, 3 years in. I think I mentioned that a couple weeks ago. Like you give him a 5-year deal, 3 years in, if it's just not working out, and you could just fire him and replace him with a new guy. Or if it really works out, then great. Like I think it's the perfect like storm, honestly. You're gonna see what he really has. And you know what? All these people that are so upset that like, oh, here we go, they hire another Flyer. I've been seeing it all over Twitter. Like, here we go, they did it again. Well, the last 3 coaches weren't Flyers.
Sure.
So like, and it didn't work out. So like, do something. Like they have to do something. So
sure.
I don't know.
But at the same time, their big motto is new era of orange or whatever they're saying is, and like running the team you have Keith Jones, Danny Briere, and Rick Tocchet, who are all former.
But it is a new what did you say? What do they call it?
New era of orange.
New era of orange, because the last era wasn't Flyers, former Flyers. So
sure, I guess.
So it's
well, no,
a new
sure,
shade,
it
baby.
was. No, I mean, kind of was. Like Hextall wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in between that.
Sure.
I mean, Hextall was what 20? What he was fired like 2019.
Something, yeah.
In the middle of the season, November.
It's not
even
that long ago.
Yeah. No, I know, but I'm just saying. I just feels like it.
Yeah. But
yeah, I just think that like Tocchet is a player's coach, which they probably need at this point. I think he's going to let Michkov kind of, blossom a little bit. He's going to let him do what he wants to do at times. And I think that really worked those last 10 games without Tortorella.
Yeah, I do think he is going to give him more freedom than Tortorella.
Yeah, but also at the same time, it's like all the other things are going to have to hit the draft, free agent signings in the next few years.
Sure.
Trades, whatever. Hopefully this goalie in Russia is going to be something. So, because I think he's going pro, right? Or he just went pro. The 19-year-old
Zavragan.
Yeah,
I believe he played. I believe he played in the KHL, or he's going to play in the KHL.
Yeah. So, all those things have to obviously hit, but like I just don't think Tocchet's the worst thing in the world. And again, like I'm not even talking about X's and O's.
Sure,
he might not be a great X and O guy, but I don't know. We tried it. We tried it one way, it didn't work. We tried it the other way, and that didn't work either. So like clearly, it's not just the fact that it's former Flyers. It's just the fact that they can't pick a right coach.
Right. Yeah, I think it has more to do. I don't care that he's a former Flyer. I'm still skeptical of the move. I wouldn't have done it. I don't love Tocchet. Just his resume, I don't love.
Sure. But like Bill Belichick's resume was horrible before the Patriots, and like you could just point to so many guys.
Sure, and until you succeed, you're a failure. Like that's just kind of the job. But I just look at like his resume, and in 8 seasons, he made the playoffs technically twice, but I don't even really count the first time because it was in the COVID year where like I think 12 teams made it and he snuck in as the 11th seed. Like that would never happen in a regular season. So I throw that year almost out the window. So in my eyes, in 8 seasons, he made the playoffs once. Like it's not all that impressive to me.
Yeah. But how good are those teams?
Sure.
How good are those teams? How much were they ready to win? Like, I think there is some success in the fact that he really helped their power play in Pittsburgh, and they won 2 cups as an assistant. Like I think there's little things there that I'm just not up in arms like everybody. Like and I didn't even listen to his press conference. I heard his press conference was great.
It was good. It almost got me on board. almost.
It's long enough for you to like marinate and like just like
Yes.
not like if we did this the next day, you would probably be like, yeah, I'm in. But like
Yeah,
it's been long
yes.
enough for you to marinate.
Yes, exactly. No, I was listening to it and I was like, you know what, I'm on board. But you're right. It's enough times passed where I've thought about it, and I still don't love the move, but you know, I'm not talking sky is falling like I'm sure a lot of Flyers
Sure.
fans are.
I
I'm
also-
willing to watch it and see if it works out.
I also, which I agree with. I think the biggest thing for me is he seems like a guy that's going to try to get guys to come here.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen is like he's a good recruiter and he'll guys will want to
Because
come
guys
here.
like to play for him.
Yeah, but at the same time, like what teams has he been on where he's attracted high end free agents? He hasn't done it yet. So
I'm not sure that he's done it yet, but like I think the potential is there. Like he's
Sure.
coached Quinn Hughes, he's coached, all
Quinn
these other
Hughes loves
guys.
it. Quinn Hughes. I think Quinn Hughes is going to leave Vancouver.
I
because
wanted to
he
ask you
wants-
about that
Yeah. Okay. What do you
because
wanna
I'm
ask?
seeing that all over.
Yes.
Like, go get Quinn Hughes, and it's like, it doesn't have 2 more years left.
is it 2 or 1?
I looked it up today.
Probably 2. Yeah, that sounds about
I looked
right.
it up today. There's 2 years left. It's just like everybody's talking about going to get him right now.
Yep.
I mean, you'd have to trade for him, right? He's
Sure.
not a
Yeah.
free
Oh
agent,
yeah.
like-
For sure. Yep. Yeah. That's trade.
But he'll be a free agent. He'll be 28 when he hits. The
Well,
market,
if he's I mean, I guess it depends on if you think you get him a free agency. If he hits the market, I mean, the rumor, and I don't even know
Yeah.
if it's a rumor at this point, but like because Vancouver's GM flat out said he wants to play with his brothers at some point. So like if he hits the market, are you going to even be able to sign him because
Right.
he's going to go play with his brothers? So,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
at that point, are his brothers still going to be playing with each other? Like that's 2 years away.
Jack Hughes signed an 8-year contract last year or 2
Yeah.
years ago. Like he signed for a while. And Luke Hughes is still on his entry level deal, so they could re up him whenever.
Stop trying
No.
to like suck out the fun.
I'm just saying. Like I think if you trade for Hughes, at least you could have him here for a year or two, make him kind of fall in love with the area. You could say, hey, listen, you're not playing with your brothers, but you're
Yeah, you'll play against
you're
them a lot.
You are going to play against them a lot, but you're very close to them. You can hang out with them all the time. Like you're right here. Like
Yeah.
So I think it's possible, but I don't know. I do think he wants to come to the East Coast, so that's why people are kind of bringing up Quinn Hughes' name.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I did not know TJ Oshie was doing TV work.
How is he?
He's on the ESPN panel right now. I'm watching the Oilers Stars game.
Yeah.
And also, speaking of free agents that he can attract, I've seen, everybody's obviously talking about the 2026 free agent class with Connor McDavid, Jack Eichel, Kirill Kaprizov. These guys aren't hitting free agency. Like maybe one,
Yeah.
Kirill Kaprizov because there's rumors.
Is he restricted?
No, he'll be unrestricted.
Okay.
But there's talk, the talk that he wants to go play in like Chicago. Like there's a chance I think Kaprizov hits the market. But like Connor McDavid is not going to be a free agent.
No, he's not.
There's no chance. And if
Right.
he is, I don't know that Philadelphia is a place he wants to go.
Yeah. I think I might have to wrap up a little bit, but
Yeah.
But next week I definitely want to talk about a couple of the draft like coming up, and
Yep.
I got a couple.
Yeah.
I've got a couple opinions.
Okay, that could be a good teaser.
Yep.
And we could talk about that next week. So we will get out of here, and we will see everybody next Tuesday, so we could talk about the upcoming NHL draft and much
Yep.
more. We'll see everybody then.